Hello Data Vaulters, welcome to our series of presentations providing an orientation to Data Vault 2. This is a 7-part series, and this video is the final part, part 7, where we explore the workflow of a Data Vault 2 project. If you remember from our previous videos, we're interested in our travel business, Data Vault Breaks. Agile Data Warehouse projects should be run just like any other Agile project. We have to evolve in incremental steps, perhaps in 2-week sprints. But we know from our scoping work we have a lot of tables to work with from multiple sources, a big backlog right from the outset. So where do we start? We have to consult with our product owner to find what areas of data analysis provide the most value to the business and prioritize the tables that feed that analysis. So our business says they want to understand bookings, passenger volumes and demand for flights. Perhaps they are in the middle of negotiating a big contract with an airline involving discounts and commission payments. So we prioritize our first 3 tables, booking, flight and passenger. There may be another 100 or so tables in just the booking system alone, but we won't work on them just yet. And let's pick booking as our first table to work with. Remember from part 5 of this video series that the booking table is quite rich, with many columns holding data about lots of entities of interest. Let's represent those different areas of interest by separate colours. Other tables too will contain their own breakdown of topics. Note that a topic spreads across more than one table. We show that the flight table contains information about that red data topic in common. It also has green and purple areas in common. If we want a complete picture of an area of interest, we have to join tables together, perhaps several tables, across different systems. And there is no guarantee that these different systems or tables will agree on the details. Agreement depends on data quality and how good the organisation is at managing that quality. We want to hold the raw data to be able to demonstrate these issues. Typically, a source system will have a few very busy tables containing a mix of areas of interest, and they tend to be high volume records of business events linking these business areas together. You'll also find most tables will only cover 1 or 2 data areas, providing base reference information about that data area. So if we want to be agile, we have to build the data vault out 1 step at a time. An analyst can determine the hubs, links and satellite structure and record the mapping as metadata. Now say that the sprint plan only calls for us to process the red segment of the first table. The booking table's red section has now been rendered as a hub and satellite. We can run just that mapping with the specific section of the metadata. We can also put this into production, as it provides some useful information for the business. Now say that the next priority is to get some data from the flights table into a hub and satellite. We do the analysis, build the metadata, and deploy the results into production to run alongside the red data already in place. In the next step, we decide to go back for the remaining red block of data from the flights table. Again, we update the metadata and deploy. Note, then this is very important, the second block of data is stored as a new satellite, but joined to the same hub. Then we complete the final blue block of data. Of course, a sprint will do more than 1 block of data at a time, but that is the power of the method. Say your analysis found some problem with a mapping, some data items that are difficult to understand. We could go ahead and map what we know and deploy just that, leaving behind the problematic area for mapping and deployment in a future iteration. Next we map the green blocks. Then we find that the light purple data block is a link between the blue and green blocks. And finally we map the remaining components. So we've gone from 3 tables designed to support the operational system, and we've created 15 vault tables, 4 hubs, 2 links and 9 satellites. And we can build it in any sequence we want. This expansion of table count is a feature of the Data Vault method. As all load is driven by metadata, and we use template code to load hubs, links and satellites, we can be quite productive. We have managed load rates of 1,100 tables in a year with one client of ours. It all comes back to data analysis and modelling and getting the mapping right. So how do we generate marts? Well, let's assume we want to prepare a Type 1 star schema for our end users and their dashboards. A dimension can be constructed from a hub and selected attributes from satellites. Facts tend to be links. An event happens in the business that is recorded and links two or more hubs together. And buried in the hub and link structure is a set of dimensions and facts. Here we have 3 dimensions and one link in the middle acting as a fact table. Now we can create views that express the dimensions and facts, so we have a star schema without the need for any physical tables. This is extremely agile. We can change a view's SQL statement and the star schema changes immediately. In reality, there's a bit more to constructing the star schema than this, if we have a lot of data or we want a dimension with attributes from more than one hub, but this is the essence of the process. So a Data Vault 2 project is different from your regular warehouse project. We have less coding, more analysis. We're building incrementally, adding on each time, not refactoring. We need to understand our data, so we need to talk to users. And we can progress without fear. If we make a mess, we can reverse out changes without damaging earlier work. And we can generate a really flexible presentation layer with views. If you need to get hold of more detailed information, you can download user group presentations from the user group website. We also offer Data Vault 2 and information governance related blogs and white papers from our company site. And these are all worth checking out. This concludes our 7-part series about the Data Vault. I hope this has raised your interest to learn more. Data Vault 2 is a rich subject, a full data warehousing method and architecture, and there is much more to cover. Start with the book, come and speak to us, join the UK Data Vault user group, or all 3, and please participate in the community to learn more and share your experiences. We look forward to being with you on your journey.